Breast cancer is the most common cancer and is the leading cause of cancer-related death amongst Canadian women. It is estimated that in 2017 alone, an average of 72 Canadian women will be diagnosed with breast cancer each day, and 14 will die from it daily. Along with these high incidence and mortality rates, more than three-fourths of cancer patients display signs of debilitating fatigue. This fatigue is present in nearly all patients receiving chemotherapy, and it increases with each cycle of treatment. Patients have identified fatigue as the longest lasting and most disruptive symptom experienced during and after treatment. Research has demonstrated that exercising has a strong evidence of therapeutic benefit for managing fatigue. Previous studies have shown that a low to moderate intensity level of exercise, such as a walking program, can decrease fatigue, improve quality of life, improve sleep, decrease pain, and decrease depression. It has, however, been poorly documented on what the effects of an exercise intervention are for fatigue in women with advanced stages of breast cancer. There is no data to indicate the most appropriate exercise program for cancer patients. However, many focus on cycling and walking programs. Disability as a result of metastatic disease and safety concerns have been found to interfere with participation in outdoor aerobic activities. This is why a seated exercise program can be safer and more feasible over time to improve psychological and physiological well-being. The study conducted by Headley and colleagues looked to examine the perceptions of fatigue and the effects of a seated exercise program over time on fatigue and quality of life in patients with advanced stages of breast cancer who are receiving chemotherapy. This randomized control trial consisted of 38 stage 4 breast cancer participants who were assigned to either a control or intervention group by computer. The participants in the intervention group participated in a 30-minute exercise program 3 times a week using a commercially available video called Armchair Fitness. This program includes a 5-minute warm-up, a 20-minute moderate intensity repetitive motion exercise period, and a 5-minute cool-down. 60 days after baseline, about halfway through the assessment, a decrease was seen in quality of life amongst all participants regardless of group. However, the intervention group was declining at a much slower rate than the control group. The intervention group showed a significant decline in fatigue scores with time and showed less decline over time with regards to physical well-being. A tendency existed for the intervention group to show a less acceleration in the downward trend when compared to the control group. Although both groups demonstrated increased fatigue and decreases in physical well-being, the intervention group experienced significantly less fatigue through the duration of the study. The findings from this research indicate that fatigue increases in women with breast cancer as they progress through cycles of chemotherapy. This is consistent with other studies. Participants in the intervention group experienced less fatigue and show slower decrease in physical quality of life when compared to the control group. The significance of this research is that since roughly 50% of cancer patients have reported a preference for non-pharmacological interventions to manage fatigue, the importance of developing a better understanding on the effects of exercise is crucial. Since the level of fatigue increases as patients complete their chemo, finding appropriate exercise programs for individuals in later stages can significantly improve both physiological and psychological aspects of their well-being, in turn having a positive effect on quality of life over time.